How you going, everyone? Jared from Sensibility. I don't know if you saw my story, but I got my first Chanel fragrance. And this isn't one that a lot of people are going to guess. It is not your typical, if you watch my videos, you'll know that I don't like Bleu de Chanel. I mean, the EDP is probably the best out of all of them, and I still don't care for that. There was one, Allure Homme Sport Blanche, I think it's called, which I liked because I really like those citrusy openings. And the dry down was quite nice as well. So yeah, that's definitely one that I may have at the back of my mind. But this one that I bought, there's a big story behind it because one of my favorite fragrances is Maison Margiela Untitled EDP. I got this back in 2016 in Rome, and this started my love for Galbanum. And you can see I've only got probably, I don't know, at most 5 ml left of it. It's meant to be coming back. I don't know when it's going to come back, but the bitter green notes of the Galbanum and boxwood, I think, as well. It's just, I absolutely love it, especially in summer. It's just absolute favorite. And I talked to, I forget his real name, but the perfume guy, which he elaborates a lot more with fragrances on YouTube and that. And he said, you should try Chanel number 19 EDP. He said that has the closest opening to Margiela's Untitled EDP. He said the Galbanum is so bitter and green, it's straight to the forefront, but it mixes in with some neroli and a few other things as well. I think there's some iris in there, which I love. I'll put the notes down below from Fragrantica, but what I've come to learn from Fragrantica is a lot of those notes that you read are what people think they smell and they vote on. And I don't know how to actually ask to change some of them, because there's a lot of notes that are wrong in the DNA when you read from Fragrantica. Because it says that there's oak moss and leather and all these other stuff in the bottom of this fragrance, but from what I read, there's vetiver and cypress. The middle has iris and rose, and the top has neroli, galbanum, and I think bergamot. So yeah, here it is, my first ever Chanel. Very like Dior, simple boxes. The guy that I talked to at the Chanel store here in Melbourne, at the Maya store, was great. We talked about fragrances forever. Very knowledgeable guy. Gave me a few samples of their exclusive range, which were really good too. I have, I can't even read it. I think it's called Comedal, which was awesome. And the other one is Sycamore, which was quite nice too. So I got some of these cool little dapper testers that have little Chanels on there, which was really cool. Nothing too special in the rest of the box. And you can see when you're opening this, hopefully it doesn't, there we go. Very clean, classic Chanel. You've got this like little collar. The glass isn't actually as heavy weight as I thought it would be. It's actually quite thin. I mean, when you think about Middle Eastern fragrances, they're super thick. But what you will notice is there's no air bubbles in the tube, which means that it should mean that it's been macerating for a while. It's a heavy plastic lid. Standard old school atomizer. Straight away you get that white floral from the neroli, but the galbanum is just huge bit of green. Galbanum, for those who probably don't know, it's this super, I would say it's almost like a leathery green bitter scent, and I absolutely love it. And it's just so big and bright in this, and straight away it just reminds me of my gel Untitled. This one's a bit more green, it stays a bit more green, and then I think it goes down to like a slight jasmine floral, and this one just remains very green, and then it gets kind of powdery rosy floral, and then it goes really grassy, dry, and green. It just stays green, but I absolutely love it. I think it's going to be my scent tomorrow, and yeah, I'm sure it surprised a few people, but what you got to learn is go by your nose. Don't always go by what's marketed to men or women. Go by your nose and what you like. See you next time.